Partners on the ground are telling us that they've seen bodies on the street. The state is not being transparent with regards to the numbers, and they're trying to downplay the casualties. But partners are telling us that it could be close to 100. So we are at a point when we are talking about maybe dozens, because we do not want to confirm until we actually have a figure and we can say that Amnesty International has documented 10 or 20 or 100 or less. When elections came, there were three options that Tanzanians wanted. There are those who, of course, supported the ruling party. Of course, we will have its supporters. And those ones said that they wanted to go tick, meaning that they wanted to go vote. Then there are those that supported especially Chadema, Tundu Lissu. And Tundu Lissu had given a very clear indication to his supporters that without reforms, there would be no election. So for those ones, they wanted to protest because for them, they were saying no reforms, no election. So we definitely knew that the state would go after anyone that would want to one, protest or challenge the election. But the extent of it is what we are all shocked, with. We were also worried about, how the state will deal with information around this time of election. And already we are seeing that we have internet that has been shut down. We have a situation where the state has used old media laws, like the media regulation, of course, to restrict how international media, one, accesses the country, and second, also reports. If Samia Suluhu Hassan had done everything that she had promised and had not thought about power, had not thought about winning elections after, her first term, because you consider it her first term even if, she got into power after the death of the president, then she would have either won these elections because she would have endeared herself to so many people, or she would have left with her head held high because she did the right thing for Tanzania. But I know no matter how it goes, whether she comes back to power or not, there is a legitimate, and this time it is a real legitimacy question with regards to how do you win this election when you ran Samia versus Suluhu, as many media houses are reporting, or Suluhu versus Hassan. So I'm thinking the ballot, even if there are other 15 or 16 people on the ballot, it is Samia, it is Suluhu, it is Hassan. If you've seen protests on election day, we saw protests yesterday, the protests are continuing. The protests will intensify on a declaration of Samia Suluhu Hassan as the president. Because remember, the protests happened because people were, decrying that the elections are sham. There was no reforms, no election. So announcing a result to people that said there were no elections, then definitely will create more chaos.